Hello, mathematicians. Today we are looking at Module 10, Lesson 3, which is all about representing or using representations of division of unit fractions by whole numbers. Hopefully, by the end of this lesson, you'll be able to create a story context and use a visual fraction model to interpret the division of a unit fraction by a whole number. So if you look at the spark you're learning, it says Darren thinks about how he can use division of unit fractions by whole numbers in his cooking. He considers the expression 1/2 divided by 8. What word problem can be written for 1/2 divided by 8? Draw a visual model to show the quotient and then explain what it represents. So, for a word problem or story problem, we could say a cook divides 1/2 of a bowl of batter equally into 8 muffin tins. What fraction of a bowl of batter is used for each muffin? And then to show that, we would draw a rectangle. We're going to split it in half, and then we're going to split each half into 8 sections. Okay, and we want one of them. So we're taking one muffin. So that means we have 1/2 divided by 8 equals 1/16. So we get 1/16 of a bowl of batter. So then it says, Darren considers situations in which a fractional quantity is divided into equal groups. Darren thinks about the expression 1/4 divided by 2. So describe a situation in which 1/4 of an item can be divided into 2 equal parts. How do the quantities represent the dividend, the divisor, and the quotient? So we're going to say a pizza is divided into equal parts. The part being shared is the dividend. The number of equal parts is the divisor. And the quotient, right off to the side here, the quotient is how much each person gets. So what word problem can you write that can be modeled by 1/4 divided by 2 and includes a question about the size of each part? So we're going to take what we just said and we're going to say, because Derek's writing this, we're going to say Derek or Darren and a friend share 1/4 of a pizza equally. How much of the whole pizza do each get? Then it says draw a visual model to show the quotient. So we have a pizza split into fourths. And then we're going to split it into half. So we have to split each section into half into 2 pieces. And we get 1. So it says use your visual model to write a division equation. Then explain what the quotient represents. So we have 1/4 divided by 2 equals, well, we have 1 out of 8. So each person will get 1/8 of the pizza. Okay, so it says write and solve a word problem that can be modeled by the expression 1/2 divided by 6. Draw a visual model to show the quotient, then explain what it represents. So I'm going to use cake. Let's see. I have half of a cake. I am going to share it equally amongst myself and 5 friends. Because I'm using 5 because I'm including myself, so 5 plus 1 is 6. How much of the cake does each person get? It says draw a visual model to show the quotient. So we're going to draw our cake. We have half of it. And we're going to split it into 6 pieces. And it says describe the size of each part and what it represents. Well, we have 1 out of 12. So it would be 1/12 of the cake. So it says solve the word problem. So we've already done that. So 1/12 of the cake. So that means each person will get 1/12 of the whole cake. Okay. So it says, look at the visual model. Write a division word problem that can be represented by the visual model. Well, first, I want to start with the fact that it was split into fourths. So that means we're starting with 1/4. And then it was split by 3. So we're dividing it by 3. So we're going to say that Stella divides 1/4 ounce of vanilla among 3 smoothies. How much vanilla is in each smoothie? This is right. Your division equation to model your problem. I've already kind of done. Then I started. I had 1/4 divided by 3, and that would equal 1 out of 12. So we would get 1/12 ounce. And that is all for today's lesson. Hopefully now you are able to create a story context and use a visual fraction model to interpret the division of a unit fraction by a whole number. And remember, in order to be a math person, all you have to do is be a person and do math.